This one is a doozy.
Oh, bendito.
The Baby Yoda and Bo-Katan controversy. Oh my gosh.
Let's talk about it.
All right. So there has been an article that was running by Collider that because Baby Yoda was eating the embryos of a frog, it was to be some genocide type of behavior.
People were considering genocide from Baby Yoda's part.
Yeah, and it was like, oh man, why are you going so hard on this? It's fantasy, bro. And then we get to see in the next episode how Baby Yoda got redeemed from nothing that he had to be redeemed of, but into the viewers that actually didn't agree with what he was doing as a baby. So before we jump into the other controversy of Bo-Katan, what are your thoughts on this Baby Yoda thing?
So we've talked about this a lot.
Yes.
I will say the same thing that I have said since this whole thing started to happen, because the thing about the Collider article was that it started out as a joke, but I remember telling you, like, I know they're joking around and I know they want to get the clicks, but I feel that this is going to turn into a whole Baby Yoda's killing babies and genocide and all this stuff. And it did. And what I have to say to that is that, first of all, it's fantasy. Star Wars is a universe that does not exist. Baby Yoda is a character that does not exist. This is a show for entertainment. And I feel that we're very far away from the days where we used to sit down and just enjoy a show.
Yeah.
Just enjoy a show and be entertained by the story. And it makes me sad because I really do think that The Mandalorian is probably the best thing that's happening to Star Wars right now, story-wise, character-wise, and connection-wise, how they're connecting everything with the Clone Wars series, which is an animated series that is on Disney+. You have to see it from the perspective that we as human beings, for example, every time we have a burger, every time we have a fish, every time we have shrimp, we never think, oh my God, I'm eating a shrimp. I'm eating a cow. I'm eating a turkey. Every time we have eggs in the morning, we're not thinking that we are opening an egg to make scrambled eggs out of a possible little chicky dicky,
Yes.
So that's how I see it.
And plus, he's a baby. He doesn't know better.
I never thought it should have been controversial, and it was a whole controversy. I think even the Funko Pop got destroyed on Twitter because Funko Pop released a Baby Yoda one with the little embryo case and him touching it. People destroyed that as well, and then it all happened so fast. And then when we see what happens in this episode, which is the fact that Baby Yoda becomes friends with the little frog. He sees a little frog being born, and he learns his lesson because he gets eaten by a sea monster. That's how they were teaching him the lesson, and he learned to coexist in the same space as this baby frog and become friends and have like some sort of love because the frog was a baby as well. So for me, that's how I see it. That's how the cookie crumbles, as Jim Carrey would say in Bruce Almighty. And I have to say that I don't, it's weird because people are talking about this controversy, and then all of a sudden this week it was redeemed on the episode, and now people are complaining that Bo-Katan and the bounty hunters have the shape of boobs in their armor, which I don't understand. It's like either you're picking on Baby Yoda or you are picking on the bounty hunters. You know what I'm saying? And so I just want to end by saying that I hope that Baby Yoda eating this makes you guys a little bit more happier. If you guys don't know what that is, these are pasteles, which is like it's a Puerto Rican famous food with ketchup. So I hope that you guys are happy with Baby Yoda eating this instead of the embryos. And that is all that I am going to say about this topic. So take it away.
Oh man, so yeah, I agree with you 100,000%, guys. This is a baby. This is a baby. The Mandalorian has had any time in teaching him the ropes. What the Mandalorian does to Baby Yoda is no, don't do that. So when these things are perfect explanation. Yes, exactly. When we see these things and we jump to conclusions when the next episode, which was filmed way before the controversy was a thing, like the lesson learned again, as Ash said, he got eaten by a freaking sea monster. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure he noticed it. Secondly, while he was being taken care of by the frog lady, as he saw the embryo open, the frog lady was actually teaching him, hey, this is your friend. This is how you treat him. He's your buddy. You don't eat him. Like
Yeah.
a lot of things she could have been teaching him right there and then. And then I'm going to tell you something. I think people are going to go and then say, oh, when the Mandalorian was actually picking him up, he was crying because he wanted to eat the toad. No, no.
Yeah.
So that's what the Mandalorian was not teaching him, and he had to learn the hard way by getting eaten by a freaking sea monster, and then
Mm-hmm.
luckily still alive. And then the frog lady actually taught him that little frog was nothing to be eaten. It
Mm-hmm.
was he's just another being like he is.
The
So
thing is, yeah, the thing is for me, people need to chill. People need to, have fun watching films and TV shows. I feel like we live in a society where everybody's too sensitive and everybody likes to just nitpick at everything,
yeah.
because all of a sudden Baby Yoda was redeemed and now the whole bounty hunter armor having boob shapes is
Oh
like
man.
a contra. And I'm like, what about the Power Rangers? Can we not talk about the fact that the
Yeah.
Power Rangers, the women who are Power Rangers, always had the shaped for their boobs,
Uh-huh.
and nobody
And
said anything.
and I don't want
So,
to dive into that part of the body too
uh-huh.
much, but the fact that first off, Bo-Katan showing up, it was amazing.
Yes.
She's a freaking badass. This was so good that they even got the actual voice actress to play the part live. Now, the fact that she had, chest, boobs, it's also okay, guys,
Mm-hmm.
because honestly, the army doesn't create, vests for women so that they can feel comfortable. But who knows? Like, I know in the TV show they didn't have that, but when you go live and she already has experience, hey, maybe she needed to create that armor that way so she could be more comfortable. Who the heck
Mm-hmm.
knows? My wife would know because she's a girl and she's
Mm-hmm.
complaining that it's like, come on, hey, come on, please.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I'm
final
gonna leave
thoughts.
you with this.
I'm
My
gonna leave
final thoughts.
it.
Those are my final thoughts.
Final thoughts.
Have
Okay.
the Baby Yoda with the pasteles
Have a
and
freaking
ketchup.
pastelillo,
That's
please.
it. That's
Eat
it.
it.
Look how chill
Feel
he
good
is.
about it.